49ers get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. First down, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
A gain of 7.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Wentz took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense at 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He's got a first down past the 30. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
31 yards.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I put some points on the board on this one.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Flushed out right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
I got you.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Down. 3rd and 15.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running the counter with Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
20-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Bourne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
The ball carrier, Fred Warner, in on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Alexander.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 12, 65. Tighten up.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. That'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Eagles.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Wentz again. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
For a 49er. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Gary on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, gun.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Third and 4.
Go ahead.
Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Lining up for the
Richard Sherman, a Pro Bowler a year ago, had a pick 6 in the season opener last season against Tampa Bay. And he delivers again with a return for a touchdown on that play.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower, but it's going to be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Wentz on third down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Various more on the tackle.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
2nd and 2. At the 49ers' 9-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 19. Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
3-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And an Eagle first down.
On first down, it's Sanders. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Fred Warner in on
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Sanders, the Eagle ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
46-yard line.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's now
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's a first down throw that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup, it's second and
Garoppolo to throw.
36-yard line.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo.
And remember,
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Miles Sanders.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Is 3rd down.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Benjamin. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis with time running out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Wentz to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Brings up second.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do